going over trees, going over some sort of military base, and then there's a lot of mountain ranges, scenery, and point of interest that I guess when you're at a higher level in your character, you can go in and you know, explore. However, the big thing is that this takes a performance hit. When I had my old PC, I can barely even play this game. I had to lower the resolution down, the gameplay mechanics, everything, just so I can play it, and even that was taxing. But this one gives me a standard 30 frames per second, which, to tell you the truth, 30 frames per second is basic. The normal human eye that you normally see on movies and TV shows and cartoons has always been 25 to 30 frames per second. So if you're able to get 30 frames per second, that's pretty okay. Obviously, if I would have had maybe two GeForce cards in Sil mode, or maybe the two new ATI cards in Crossfire mode, I may get double the score on this, maybe even more. Or when I'm playing Modern Warfare 2, I could probably get a bigger frame rate score, maybe 150 frames per second. So for you guys who already got this system with a badass video card, you know, comment on the screen, on my video. Now I see I went to a different zone. I went to the Millennium City, which obviously is a lot prettier now. There's the city, there's the towns, a little bit more of the inner area. This one gives me still 29 frames per second. I'm gonna get close to an area where there's a lot of interactions here. You see like the people walking around. You stop Facebooking me. There we go. See, there's more characters here. And these are actually non-playable characters, but usually there's probably a couple of people out there that are probably doing something. Let me see if I can find some characters. Now you see I'm getting a performance hit here. Now it's down to 20 frames per second. So, but it's still very good to my knowledge. So let me get out of this. So I hope you like this small preview of the benchmarking. One last thing. 3D Mark's Vantage is a program that I installed once I got this game. It gave me the following score that I'm about to show you. Let me see if it shows here. Let me see. Submit, save results. System info. Actually, you know what? It didn't give me the score. It didn't save the score. I should have saved it. You know what? I'm gonna run it and see what score I get. So hang on a second. Okay, after running the 3D Mark's Vantage program at performance mode at the highest resolution that I had my monitor on, I was able to get a 3D Mark score of, according to this, P9503. The GPU score is 7602, and the CPU score is 38,000. I think that's okay. The GPU test number 1 produced 22.6 frames per second average, while the test number 2 was 21.93 frames per second. CPU tests, well, I don't know if you guys are interested in that part. So this is what I got out of this, which I guess is okay. Obviously, the video that was shown on this during the benchmarking was extensive. I mean, it was long. This thing took me about, I think it ran about a good 20 minutes. I didn't feel like, you know, recording 20 minutes of me recording, you know, a benchmark. You guys would be bored. So that pretty much covers that. One other thing I should also mention is the rating for the Windows Experience Index, I get a rating of 5.9. 7.4 for the processor, 7.6 for the memory, obviously because of the 12 gigs, 7.1 for the graphics, and 7.1 for the gaming graphics. Obviously, if I had SIL, that score would be very high. The only thing that's low happens to be the primary hard drive, which is at 5.9. Eventually, I am going to purchase 2 hard drives and set this up into RAID 0 to increase performance. But that could wait for another time. Now, another unique feature that you're going to get when you buy the Alienware computer is this software called Alien Fusion. This software controls the LED lighting on the side and front of your Alienware Aurora machine. Let me give you a demonstration on this. Now here is the Alienware on the bottom of my desk, where now the lighting is set to white. If I decide to change the side one to blue, all I need to do is click on that. And that changes to blue. If I decide to go to red, she goes to red. Green, I don't know if the camera catches it, but green. So is the head. The head does the same thing. You can simply select the colors you want on the fly. Here's a redder color. Actually, that's a purple. Excuse me. There you go. There's a red color right there. Here's a bluish color, a dark blue color, a white. It goes on the fly, so that's the cool thing. Now, obviously, if I want to make it black, basically turn it off. The options here is very straightforward, and you can custom design it to whatever color you want. The software is also advanced enough to apply to the keyboard if you purchase this system with the more expensive $100 keyboard and $100 mouse, where you can actually illuminate the keys to the specific colors that you want. Now, I never bought that. I didn't really feel like spending $100 for a keyboard. I basically took the stock keyboard that they offered, so I'm content with that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this brief video on this new machine that I've gotten. I will glad to answer everyone's questions on why I purchased it, why I didn't build one of my own, or, you know, what else do I use this machine for. I'm going to do another video, me talking about video editing and various softwares that are out there. I used to use an old software I used to use Vegas, but now I've been using the one that came with Windows 7, which is actually Windows 7 Movie Maker. We'll cover that in a future video. But this is my new machine. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope for those of you who've ordered it, got it quickly. And just so you know, a quick update, I checked Dell's website online. They reduced the price by $100, but they added some new features. I think there's even a better video card out there. But anyway, thank you again, and I hope everyone has a great holiday season. Take care.